Hey YouTube, it's me again, Lakita, Kita Boo Smiles, and as I promised, I was going to come back to you after I had my pre-surgical visit with my surgeon and nutrition. I don't know if I mentioned my surgeon. His name is Dr. Northup. He's here in Ohio at Mercy Health. Great doctor, great friendly doctor, very informative, always addresses my questions and my concerns. The nutritionist, the staff in general, very nice people. I Everything is good. Since then, as of today, I am, and I'll put the stats up somewhere around here, 336.1. So that's a couple of pounds, a pound and a half or so, down from the other day. It's good. It's going slowly, but I'll take that as it goes down. I'm good. Going down is my goal, so I'm great. I met with the nutritionist. We had a class that they actually like grouped a few of us together who has surgeries coming up, and the class was exactly what I thought. It was going to be the ins and outs, do's and don'ts for the next steps. The next step for me would be my pre-surgical liquid diet, and then the things to eat, the things not to eat. And I actually have, and I came out of there with a lot of stuff. It was like I went like shopping or something when I came out of the doctor. But I actually have some of the things. This is my list. I know you can't probably see that, but this was like everything I need. And actually, I bought the nectar. This is the whey protein isolate, and this is the double stuffed cookie, if you can see that. And I also have the nectar cappuccino. And those were the ones to me just sound like something I would like. Sounds like, something I can bear with. I didn't really get to taste them. Well, I didn't get to taste them. They don't have samples anymore, but I think they sound pretty good, so you never know. With these, I know the cappuccino especially, I'm told you can mix it with decaffeinated coffee and it tastes great. Both of these can be mixed, of course, with water, but just to give it some flavor and make it feel more like a treat, you can definitely mix it with skim milk. So here are my daily requirements, and I'm reading from my list. I have to drink 3 servings of the nectar. When in the pre-op, it's 1 scoop. Aiming for 60 grams of protein each day. And like I said, you can mix the nectar with skim milk, soy milk, lactose-free milk, or maybe substitute it. And it also, I have to include 6 servings a day from the list of food that they provided, and it states only eat the foods listed on here. That way they know if you stick to this, you should be able to do what the pre-surgical diet is for, and I'll explain that in a minute. And also, along with all of this, I have to make sure to drink at least 64 ounces of clear liquids, and they also have a list for that. So for the food list, and it's very short, but it's not just all liquid, and that was one of the things that frightened me. I was just thinking like I'm going to be drinking just water and protein shakes for 2 weeks, starving, going crazy, and trying to kill people. But it looks like there are a few things on here that I can drink, so that's good, or eat rather, and that's good. I have a half a cup of cream of wheat or oatmeal. I don't really like oatmeal, but I like cream of wheat, so that's good. With the oatmeal, they insist only the plain oatmeal, none of the fruits or the peaches and cream or anything like that. Also on here is a half a cup of sugar, and these are servings. A half cup of sugar-free pudding or low-fat custard, a 4 to 6 ounce fat-free, sugar-free yogurt, and they have like the Dannon Light and Fit, things in that nature, and it says only 1 serving of yogurt daily, and 1 cup of low-fat soup or broth, which I like. They also have the vegetable soup, the 98% fat-free cream soups, and the tomato soup. If I did get tomato soup, I probably would get the low sodium just because I think tomato soup is kind of high in salt for me. They also have half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, which I like applesauce, and you can add some Splenda to it if it's just not enough flavor to it. And I got the applesauce, I think, from Walmart. I couldn't find it at Kroger here in the Midwest, but I did find it at Walmart. And then they have 1 cup of the following vegetables: baby carrots, celery, cucumbers, broccoli, tomato, and lettuce. And then you can add 2 tablespoons of the fat-free dressing. And I say the fat-free dressing, the one that I have tried is fat-free ranch, and it's gross. Yeah, it's nasty. So I'd have to sample some of the other fat-free dressings. I really haven't tried a lot of them, but if they taste like the fat-free ranch, then I won't put anything on there because it's nasty. Ugh. But like I said, you can use Sweet and Low and Splenda and other spices like cinnamon to kind of spice up your bland food. So let's see. Like I said, you can mix the nectar, the protein that I have, with water, skim milk. They had some other flavors like lemonade, which it didn't really sound appealing, but you can mix it with Crystal Light. You can mix that. So this is now, while I was thinking of clear liquids, I was just thinking water, it's clear, but I think it means liquids that are clear of. So what I have listed as clear liquids are non-carbonated, caffeine-free, sugar-free liquids, less than 5 calories per serving, and I have to drink them and sip them rather very slowly and routinely to make sure I get at least 64 ounces of clear liquids daily. And they do provide examples of the clear liquid foods and drinks. The broth with the bouillon, low sodium, low fat, decaffeinated coffee and tea, as I mentioned, sugar-free Jello, sugar-free popsicles, the sugar-free Kool-Aid, and I did discover, well, I didn't invent it, but I did find the squeeze single-serving Kool-Aid. I love it. It's sugar-free. I think I use like for 8 ounces or so, just 1 squeeze, maybe a half. 2 squeezes will be too sweet. You got to add more water to it. Crystal Light, Isopure, and I have not tasted the Isopure, but the good thing about that is that the Isopure is both a clear liquid and protein because it has it in there. And also the Mios, which I've seen, which costs too darn much, and the Powerade Zero. And I also have a list of the things to avoid in all phases of this, which are juice, the regular Gatorade, the Powerade, any regular or diet pop or soda in other parts of the world, Boost, Glucerna, V8 fruit juice, regular Jello, no Slim Fast, no 2% or whole milk, and of course no alcohol. So you can't blame it on the alcohol, y'all. Don't do it. So yeah, as I was stating, everything is a go. I officially start my 2-week diet on October 24th. So I started then. And just to explain, I'm going back, the 2-week pre-op, the liquid diet, it is designed mainly, and it is intended to shrink your liver. As we all know, the liver lies in front of the stomach, the actual stomach, and they have to be able to maneuver that and kind of pin it down so they can get to the stomach. The liver, for people who usually have been overeating their entire lives, is probably going to be fatty. So that is going to make it very hard to get to the stomach. So they want you to go on this liquid diet for 2 weeks before the surgery to shrink the liver. The smaller the liver is, the less fat around it, the easier the surgery will be. And of course, I mean, yeah, you're probably going to lose weight because we have been eating so many calories, and lowering our calories to this amount is naturally going to help us lose weight. So that's a plus as well. But that's what its main purpose is, to shrink the liver. So I really don't have a lot right now. Like I said, I'm going to start the liquid diet of 24th, so I'll probably come back then if something pops up crazy. I don't know when my surgery is. I'm supposed to get a call from the scheduling department to tell the exact time, when I'm supposed to be there, and all of that good stuff, so I can maybe fill you in on that. And like I said, if anything comes up between then, meantime, I will be back on day 1 of my liquid diet, just to get some encouragement, just to get some feedback. Like I said, subscribe, rate, and comment. Ask me questions, and just pray for me. Pray for me, y'all, because I'm gonna need it. Seriously. I mean, I know it's, like I said, it's liquid and you can get some food somewhere, but it's just, the whole process is very, I'm not like scared. It's just nerves of anticipation. Okay, what is going to happen next? Like, this is a big thing, as we all know. So just wish me luck. Your prayers, your well wishes are very, 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 very appreciated. So I'll see you next time. And like I said, rate, subscribe, pass it around, pass the word around, and get people to come on and just get some information. And I hope I can provide some type of information to people, and I hope you all can give me some information that I just don't know. So I think that's it. I'll see you next time.